Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of New Jersey. We're currently in the city of Paterson. Today we're going to be doing a short driving tour of the 4th Ward neighborhood and the surrounding blocks. I'm not going to focus on no area in specific. I just want to start off in the 4th Ward area. It's said to be one of the worst areas in Paterson. So we're going to take a look and see what it looks like. It's 79 degrees outside right now. We're approaching Summer Street. I'm going to make this left on Summer. We have Edward W. Kilpatrick Elementary School on our left. We have a female crossing street on my left-hand side by the Sir Junior Douglas Homes. We have First AME Zion Church on our right. So as we're driving through the area, we're going to talk about some basic crime stats of the city of Paterson in its entirety. This isn't about any one specific neighborhood when we're talking about crime stats, but it's going to be about the whole entire city in general. They got some Nike bags. You see them Nike bags? Where the Nike store at? They got some fresh Nikes. We have Arroyo Deli Grocery on our right. We're driving down Summer. We're approaching Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Got a couple gentlemen on my left sitting on the side. We're traveling like 11 miles an hour, guys. About 11 miles an hour. I see American Fried Chicken on our left. We have a BP gas station directly in front of us. The BP gas has regular fuel for $4.95 per gallon. So based on areavibes.com, Paterson, New Jersey receives an F rating for crime. Let's make this right-hand turn. We have a bunch of people outside on my right congregating in front of Midtown Liquors. Looks like there's a little apartment complex on my right. A bunch of people hanging out front. We have Silk City Laundromat on our left. We have a bunch of people walking on my left-hand side. Now, Silk City is Paterson's nickname. So the total crime is 6% above the national average. That's not that bad. Property crime is 24% below the national average. Again, those numbers aren't horribly bad. Let's make this right on Carroll Street. I'm going to turn right on Carroll. We have Paterson Dental Clinic on our right. We're approaching Van Houten. Key findings show that violent crimes in Paterson are 155% higher than the national average. We have a little playground on my left-hand side. We're approaching Ellison. It says that in Paterson, you have a 1 in 41 chance of becoming a victim of crime. We have the Reverend William Griffin Residence on our left-hand side, Paterson Housing Authority. Wow, so that would also be considered PHA. Like in Philly, we got PHA, Philadelphia Housing Authority. Here they got PHA, Paterson Housing Authority. It happens to be with a P also. Paterson is safer than 9% of the cities in the United States. Year over year, crime in Paterson has decreased by 17%. All right, we're going to continue moving forward. We have a cheese bus on my left. Looks like a house is being worked on my right. There's fencing surrounding the property. We have some residential properties on my right-hand side. We're approaching Pearl. We have an Episcopal church on my left-hand side. This Episcopal church welcomes you. We're going to continue to move forward. Just past Pearl. We're on Carroll, the intersection of Carroll and Pearl. We have De La Cruz grocery store on my right-hand side, grocery and deli. I'm going to make this left-hand turn because, wow, they didn't have a stop sign there. They was out. Hold on, I don't think they have a stop sign now. Damn, they was out. We have a crossing guard on my right. Now I see why there's a crossing guard there. LaFay Restaurant on our right. We have some gentlemen on my right. Homie had a ski mask on, and it's flaming outside. He had a ski mask on, talking on the phone. So what's the employment situation looking like here in the city of Paterson? Paterson receives an F rating based on areavibes.com. Income is 44% below the national average. Unemployment is 0% below the national average. 0. So I guess that's a good thing. I'm assuming it's not a bad thing if it's 0. I've seen some crazy numbers while traveling across the country. As of today, as you guys are watching this, I've been to all 48 states in the United States of America, not including Hawaii or Alaska. Let's make this left-hand turn. We have a tax revolution business on my right. We have 2 gentlemen hanging outside on my right-hand side. All right, so the 4th Ward is also said to be one of the highest places with crime and drug distribution, like where drugs are sold. It is said to be the 4th Ward. Now, I'm not from here. If you're watching this and you're from Paterson, you probably know where all the hot spots are at. I'm going to make this right-hand turn. Passing Pearl Grocery and Deli on my right. We got a couple of homies on my left-hand side, sitting on the side on some chairs and whatnot. Got some graffiti on my right-hand side. We have a female on my left with a red shirt. Another female across the street in front of us, crossing the street with her stroller with a child in it. We have homes on my left. It doesn't seem like these blocks on my left have any stop signs. They just keep going and going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. We have a Spanish Pentecostal church on my right-hand side. I'm going to continue forward, passing a few taxis. The median household income in Paterson is 38% lower than the national average. The unemployment rate in Paterson is equal to the national average. The poverty level in Paterson is 92% higher than the national average. We have the United Presbyterian Church on my left-hand side. We have a Laundry Express business on our right. We're approaching Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Way. I'm going to cross Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Way just because it looks like there's a little bit more activity going on over here on my left-hand side. We have a corner store on my left called El Ciabo or Ciballo supermarket on my left. There's several gentlemen sitting outside on chairs. I see the Nappy Dugout. It looks like a business too. Wow, we have some fire trucks at the end of this road. I don't know if y'all can see from afar. They got the lights on. There's some fire trucks, fire engines. They're turning though. They're a block ahead of us. On our left-hand side, we have Coco Supermarket, or you could say Coco. Like Coco for Cocoa Puffs. Coco Supermarket on our left-hand side. We have Bragg parking on my right-hand side. We have, again, several gentlemen congregating on the corners. On our left-hand side, they're hanging out, and across there, there's 230 Liquors. There's a few people hanging out in front of 230 Liquors. On my right, it looks like they're making a new, maybe apartment complex and or luxury housing situation. We have Johnny's Mini Market on my right. The ambulance is driving by us on our left. This building on our left-hand side looks new. And it looks like we have another new building on the next block on our right-hand side. We're passing Ambassador Way. So I don't know if Paterson is facing gentrification. Are investors coming to Paterson to purchase property and fix stuff and then, flip it? Because we got a bunch of new buildings on my left. A new building being made on my right. Another new building on the left on the corner. We're passing Governor Street. We're at the intersection of Rosa Parks Boulevard and Governor. We're on Rosa Parks Boulevard right now as we speak. Homes on my right-hand side. Now, we probably crossed boundaries. We're probably not even any longer in the 4th Ward, but like I said in the beginning of the tour, I got cars behind me tailing me, guys. So I slowed down at that stop sign, but they're still floating with me. I'm going to make this right. We got Dr. Norman Cotton Residence, Paterson Housing Authority on my right. Again, PHA. I'm going to make this right-hand turn. There's a sign that reads, on Fulton Place, that reads, slow, senior crossing. So, male median earnings are 41% higher than female median earnings here in Paterson. The cost of living, Paterson receives an F rating for the cost of living. We're traveling about 10 miles an hour. Overall cost is 14% higher than the national average. housing is 25% higher than the national average. All right, we're approaching. It looks like Jelsma. It could be Jesma. The L could be silent. Jesma Place. We're on Fulton in Jelsma. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. There is. It looks to be like a rest in peace banner right here. In loving memory of Henry Gist Jr., a man who gave all. May he rest in peace. Rest in peace, sir. Founder of the H. Gist Unlimited Trucking Company. Wow. This is his trucking company right here. Yo, that's tough. That's crazy, bro. Because, like, you know, you founded something that's larger than you, that lived past you. You know what I mean? Let's make this right here. On Harrison Street. We have an abandoned house on my right-hand side. I see the windows are boarded. I see a broken hole on the corner of the building on my right. The baby blue one with the vinyl siding. As you can see, most of these houses are vinyl siding. I see 3-story homes, little front patios, little front lawns. We have sidewalks. The sidewalks are not grass lined. However, the sidewalks do have weeds growing through them. We have some potholes, a lot of potholes. Some empty lots on my left, but I don't think they're going to be around for long, because, you know, if gentrification is taking place and they're revitalizing the community and restoring the neighborhood, all these lots are going to be bought out within the next 10 to 15 years. And property taxes will increase, therefore weaning out the original demographics of the community, the original residents. Or, you know, you could say the newly original residents, because I'm sure probably when Paterson was first founded in its earlier day, it was probably predominantly either Caucasian or German or Irish or French or something crazy. That's how, what I've learned throughout traveling the country is that a lot of America was founded by people from other countries. I repeat, what I've learned throughout traveling most of the country, all 48 states in the immediate drivable vicinity, what I've learned is that, based on reading Wikipedia and Google links and all that stuff, is a lot of these American communities and these cities were made by people who weren't truly American. Like, they migrated over here, and then their offspring, their descendants, you know what I mean, ended up taking over the community, and then not too long after that, like a little after the First World Wars and things like that, World War I, World War II and stuff, a lot of the original residents, which would be the migrants, immigrants, however you want to say it, they ended up moving out for whatever reason, you know, whether it was what they call white flight or whether, you know, it was because the minorities moved in. They ended up moving out, and then the minorities, which would be considered right now the majority, Hispanics, African Americans. In this case, in Paterson, I know they have, based on reading information, we have Dillon Mini Market on our left. Look at a new building on our right. It looks like it's going to be a new apartment building. They have a high percentage of Arabics and Peruvians, people from Peru, and you know what I mean? So I don't think this neighborhood is filled with, look, we got a gentleman on our left riding up. He turned, y'all can't see him. He was riding one of those scooters on the sidewalk. There's another dude on our left riding by on a little motorbike. So general sales tax in New Jersey is 30% higher than the national average. New Jersey state income tax is 43% lower than the national average. The cost of living in Paterson is 14% higher than the national average. We're at Carroll and Godwin. We have Switch Styles Hair Studio on my right-hand side. There's a bunch of people taking a stroll. I'll make this right. Yeah, a couple people on my left. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gentlemen and 1 female. Paterson housing is 25% higher than the national average. So yeah, costs a little bit more to live here. Then again, I think they're making you pay for all those solar panels. They're making you pay for the legal Mary Jane dispensaries, even if you don't smoke. We got an abandoned house on my right. Even if you don't smoke, they're making you pay for it via taxes. Messed up, right? What's the school system like here in Paterson? What's the school system like? All right, let's come to this stop sign first. I noticed that a lot of these people don't have stop signs, so I don't want to just not pay attention and then boom, Fender bender. We got some pedestrians about to cross. I'm going to let them cross. She got like some sweatpant, thigh-high shorts. It looks like she's wearing some Balenciagas. Yeah, she got some pink Balenciagas. But those shorts just made me hot because they're like knitted. Like they're like, you know, like yarn. Oh my gosh, that material right now in the heat, I do not want to wear that material. Like one of them ugly sweaters, you know, the quote-unquote ugly sweater for Christmas. That type of knitting material. Woo! That's what them pants are made of. I felt hot for her. We got abandoned house on my right. Another band though. Or it's boarded up at least. It might not be abandoned, but it's boarded. So the first one was aborted. The second was the first one was abandoned. The second one was boarded up. All right, so let's make this left again. Let's take it 3-4 blocks down this road. We already saw this corner. This is the corner that we first started at. We came out of this block right here on my right. We have this whole group of gentlemen on my right, across the street from the gas station. We're on Broadway, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Broadway. So earlier we made a right on Carroll. We're gonna continue moving forward. We're just gonna continue moving forward past Carroll and see what the next block looks like. But as you can see, there's people out everywhere. The heat usually brings them out. So Paterson receives an F rating on their NJ school system here in Paterson. Average test scores are 48% below the national average. Bachelor's degrees are 66% below the national average. Key findings show that there are approximately 39 public schools in Paterson. We're passing Carroll Street. We're on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Way. We're traveling like 13 miles an hour. I do have vehicles behind me. Community for Unity on our left. There was a banner that read that. On our right, we have the Good Shepherd Mission. We're approaching Rosa Parks Boulevard. We're going to pass Rosa Parks Boulevard. So 72.6% of the people in Paterson have completed 8th grade. 68.2% of people in Paterson have completed high school. 10% or 10.4% of people in Paterson have completed a bachelor's degree. All right, we're going to pass Rosa Parks Boulevard. Laundry Express on our right. A daycare on our left. Ouch. The New Majestic Theater, is that what that says? Let me see. On our left, there's a theater. It says the New Majestic Theater. Yeah, the New Majestic. Love of Jesus Family World Outreach Center. So is it a theater or is it an outreach center? I'm confused. Somebody behind me is beeping. Roadway in, but look, there was somebody crossing. So based on their logic, I should have just ran them over. Yo, they're crazy. Let's make this right on East 18th. Back then, I used to think that New Jersey drivers were the worst, and to be honest, they're still pretty high on my list. When I say worst, I say like patience, aggression, road rage. That's what I'm referring to. I don't mean like physically, like they don't know how to drive, but we're at Van Houten and East 18th. It looks like we have school students on my right, repping the Hoovers. I mean, repping orange. St. Paul's Community Development on my right. Yeah, because they were in orange. And technically, the Hoover gang in California, they rock orange clothing. So I guess as a school student down here, you wouldn't want to be wearing your school uniform in California. You don't want to be wearing that, specifically in LA. Passing Ellison Street. Universal Supermarket on our left-hand side, Mini Mall Wireless, Chief Cornerstone Covenant Church. Let's make this right. We have a gentleman wearing a sweatsuit on my left. Boy, is everybody making me hot. Let me turn on this air conditioner because I'm starting to sweat just looking at them. So we're in a residential neighborhood. So Paterson, New Jersey receives a livability score of 52, which is considered a poor livability score. They receive an A+ based on amenities. I guess that makes sense because if y'all saw the downtown walking and driving tour, they got plenty of places to go spend money at. Look, we got a Beamer over here on my left, and then we got a Maserati. Yeah, they got plenty of places to spend money at. So the median household income here in Paterson is $34,042, which is 38% lower than the national U.S. average. Let's make this left on Pearl Street. Yay, nay, yay, nay, yay. Let's make this left. So now we're leaving the fourth area. We probably been left it, but like I said earlier, please don't hold me hostage to the boundary. Say, Tune, you know you actually left the fourth ward after 2 minutes in. Like, my bad, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. Paterson housing home value is 25% lower than the New Jersey average. The median home value is $236,000, which is 28% higher than the U.S. average. I'm going to make this left-hand turn here. I'm going to allow this Benz to go by. Then I'm going to make this left. The school bus wanted to go by too, but I guess, hey, he has the right of way because he's delivering children. You know, they're our future. We have a couple people outside of my garage chatting. Houses on my left and on my right vary. They're separated. Some are separated 3 feet. Some are separated 20 feet. Some are separated 15 feet. Some have front yards. Some don't have a front yard. Some have side alleys. Some don't have side alleys. Some are pushed forward. Some are pushed back. This building on our left has a weird facade on the front. Street's pretty wide compared to some street standards. Extremely low accord on my left, slammed to the ground. Plenty of parking. I see plenty of parking spaces. I don't know if that rule applies around 6, 7 o'clock hour, because sometimes some neighborhoods, everybody gets out of work at 6, 7. This woman in front of us is crossing the street. She looks like she got a balloon under her shirt. She's about to probably blow any week, any month now. Let's make this right. We got Rincon Criollo restaurant on our left, and Segura or Segudia 56 Lounge on our left, lounge and bar. Homie right there look like he be hitting the gym. He be hitting the gym. Somebody on my left is sitting in the sun with his mouth open, face back. Bro, you gonna be burnt. Oh, he's in like a wheelchair situation. I don't know if he's on some type of substance. We're on 18th Street. We got Fatima Deli and Grocery on our right. People chilling on my right. There's a lot of people out. There's a lot of ambience, a lot of energy. Yeah, more people chilling on my right. They got like a little flea market table. I'm sorry, y'all. The tables kind of block them. High school graduation rates are 68%. So meaning out of 100 students, 68. So out of 100 12th grade seniors, 68 of them will actually walk down the aisle, while the other ones won't. We're next to New Boli Deli and Grocery on our left. I'm going to make this left-hand turn. Now we're just randomly driving, guys. We're just randomly driving. Overall user rating receives a 45%. 14 total ratings. 45 out of 100%. I'm going to make this right. We're just zigzagging, y'all. Zigzagging. Yeah, I thought Paterson was going to be a lot bigger, but when I got here, I realized how small and tiny it was. It's a really small city. It does have that hood vibe, though. It has that hood energy. I see graffiti. I see some trash here and there. I see little groups and cliques of people politicking on the corners. Stuff like that. I see the cars. You know, the cars, some of them are... Whoa, bro. You out, bro. Couldn't you have used your brake system? Damn, good looking. Thank you. Like, that CRV did like 100 miles an hour, bro. And they're beeping. Like, you know what's the easiest solution to not getting into an accident? Press your brakes. We got the new Roberto Clemente school on my right. Bro, it's like they wasn't doing nothing but going faster. If I wouldn't have been on my P's and Q's, they would have clipped us. That would have been the end of this tour. You know what I mean? Like, you act like your brakes don't work. Slow down. Relax. Take a chill pill. Pop. Or Pape. Pape. Yo, Pape. You know, the Poppy store. Pape. That was in a CRV. Punch buggy, no punch back. You got a Volkswagen Beetle on my right-hand side. Punch whoever next to you. Your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, your niece, your nephew, your grandfather, your dog, your cat, your cricket, your turtle, your goldfish. Matter of fact, you probably don't want to punch the goldfish because your hand's going to leave a bunch of grease in the water. But still, you could tap on the little fish tank. No, don't even do that either because I don't think that's healthy. I think that stresses them out. I think it sends a sound wave through the tank. Why is everybody making me hot? She got a sweater on, some long jeans. Yo, is it me or is it? I don't know. What is it? I feel extra, and I got shorts and a t-shirt right now. Passing Boutique 946. The thermostat, or the thermometer, I should say, is reading 79 degrees. We got the New Jersey Transit bus on our left-hand side about to pass us. Look at it, even the bus was smart enough to slow down when he got to the corner. Even though it was his right of way, you don't look at this dude right here on my right never stopped. He went right through this. Look at this one on my left. He ain't never stopped. Yo, they wild, bro. Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier about their driving tactics. They be coming to Philly and they be doing everything. Bam, bam. They be trying to rush by you and everything. Like, yo, slow down, man. It ain't my fault that you left the house late. But this, I would have to say, be one of the worst set of drivers. Jersey. If I can, I'm not gonna say them in chronological order. Meaning they're not in order. I'm just gonna randomly say the ones that I believe were the worst drivers. In America, Jersey, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, LA, I'm trying to think. Let me think, guys. Iowa. There's some wacky drivers in Iowa and in Minnesota. It looks like we're on a business strip. Philly drivers can be pretty bad too. Like, I'm not gonna fraud. I'm not gonna make it seem like Philly drivers are the most angelic drivers in the nation. No, Philly has some pretty impatient drivers too. Miami. Did I say Miami? I don't know if I said Miami. Where else? Let's make this left. I'm randomly driving. Yeah, I'm just zigzagging. Pothole. I mean, broken street. Go ahead. I'm gonna allow you guys to go because you're the pedestrian. Sure, pretend like I didn't just let you go. Tell her about my little small car. Tell her. I'm gonna tell her it's not the size that matters. It's the ability to be able to drive all throughout the country. She was smiling. She looked at it and she said, mira eso, chiquito cajo. Mira eso, un cucaracha. Yo. What did I just say? I don't know. I don't know what I just said, guys. I'm not good at Spanish. I think I said, she told her, look at that little tiny small car. Chiquito car means chiquito, small. It looks like a cockroach. Cucaracha means cockroach. Yeah, but Paterson's alright. I mean, got the hood vibe, but it's running short on my attention span. It's probably because I ain't had my Wheaties this morning for breakfast. So I ain't got no type of vitamins in me. My mind's like, especially with the gas cost, it took me 2 hours. All right. So logistically speaking, this was actually recorded after New York. But not after as directly after as in 5 days after. This is so close to Philly that I just touched down in Philly first. I cheated. No, it's cool because I done been to Philly. I mean, I done been to Jersey. So it's not like this was something extremely spectacular to me. Wow, look at this classic right here on my left. Nice classic. And we got a bunch of graffiti on my right. Let me see what this classic is. A Thunderbird. Nice. Thunderbird sedan. We got a bunch of graffiti on my right. Looks nice. Pink. A lot of pink pieces. That's dope. So yeah, I kind of touched down in Philly first, because parking in the tri-state area here in New Jersey, New York, and so on was hard. We didn't have any parking spot to park that RV, and like rather than trying to risk leaving it, like when we did the tours of Bronx, we left it in some lot where the dude strictly told us that we'll get towed if we leave it overnight. And I said, no sir, we're not leaving it overnight. We're gonna be out for a few hours. And he said, all right, it's cool, but he let us know that he's gonna tell his supervisor that we're gonna be out for a few hours, but we'll be back before nightfall. So there was no real place where we can park at in the area. So it was kind of sketchy as far as like tickets and towing and boots. Even though I bring my own boots, I have my front boot and my back boot for the vehicles, like the wheel locks. But still, I didn't want to get a ticket or anything. You know what I mean? Or I didn't want them to try to cut off my boots to tow it. So I felt the safest, logistical, smart, savvy thing to do would be go to my hometown, Philly, man. Philly, so from here, we're only an hour and 36 minutes away in Philly. So I can get to Philly. I mean, I can get to Philly from here in an hour and 36 minutes, given that there's good traffic. Or I can get from Paterson from Philly, or get to Paterson from Philly in an hour and 37 minutes, based on traffic. But the problem is, you see here, is that week we spent in Philly, we touched down with a couple of our folks, got a chance to check up on, property and all that stuff. Made sure that our stuff was all Gucci, was all good. But after we checked everything and, acquired some things that we needed, toll bills in the mail, documents, registration renewals. There's a lot of documents that we didn't have access to for damn near a year because we've been away for the last 10 months. But let's make this left here in summer. But after we did that, we boondocked, around the way, because parking in Philly is now a hot commodity. Parking is, to park a 41-foot vehicle, parking is like this. You see on my left, you see on my right. Do you see any place a 41-foot vehicle can fit comfortably? No. Don't say the spot on my right, because that's not 41 feet. And then it was a handicap spot. But yeah, so we actually got campground access in the country. 1,000 Trails campgrounds. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about that before, but 1,000 Trails campground gives us the ability to stay for free. So long story short, there's a campground within a few hours away from Philly, within a good amount of drivable distance, hour and a half or so, depending on traffic, where we just stood at. So we got the RV over there now. So in order to get from there to Philly was an hour and some change, and then from Philly to here was an hour and 36. So the RV is basically about a good 2.5 hours away from where we're at right now. But I feel better knowing that I don't got to worry about parking. Look at some dude on my right, got a little motorbike. I don't care about parking. I don't care about tickets, because it's in a campground. It's safe. The refrigerator's plugged up because we're plugged up to electricity. Ooh, he almost crashed. It's a much better, situation. Safety. I don't got to worry about nobody breaking into it or nothing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, guys. So at this point of the journey, I think Paterson is going to be the conclusion of our 48-state cross-country journey. Now, like I said, I live next to Jersey, so I've did Camden before, handful of times. I've did Camden walking tours, I did Camden driving tours, Camden 360 tours. I haven't, even though I shot music videos in Trenton, I haven't did a Trenton tour yet. Trenton's kind of boring to me too, to be honest. They're like, Toon, go to Trenton, it's the hood, but I be bored there, bro. They're like, Toon, go to Camden, it's the hood, I be bored there, bro. Well, I got homies in Camden, so it's cool. I'll be, I feel good in Camden. I've literally walked from North Philly to Camden and back. That video's on my channel. I walked from the north side of Philly, crossed the bridge, throughout Camden, then back across the bridge and back home. But yeah, like here they told me, Paterson's the hood, and yeah, I agree. Paterson got some, like, some hood characteristics. My retention span is saying, just sit down, Toon, relax. I've been on go for the last 10 months, man. I feel like a chauffeur. I feel like I'm a truck driver. Like, my professional occupation is truck driving, because I've been driving for 10 plus hours a day. So my body needs to relax. We got some good sleep the last couple days, not having to, like, worry about, oh, next spot, next tour, next this, next that. But I got tons and tons and tons and tons of files that need to be uploaded, tour-wise. Then I got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of files that need to be edited, behind-the-scenes vlog-wise, for Toon Be Chillin'. I got like 4 whole vlogs, 3 to 4 whole behind-the-scenes vlogs that need to be edited. So it's just a lot that still needs to be done. And then I want to get rid of the RV, so it's going to go back up on the market. It successfully drove across the country, all 48 states, no issues. Air conditioner works. 99.9% of it works. It has some cosmetic flaws, but the most important part is that it drives, it works. You can live in it, and it's ideal for somebody who doesn't care about cosmetics. Somebody who wants a place to stay at, and somebody who might be savvy of fixing things. If they want it cosmetically up to par. If they want to brighten it up some, or somebody who has a big check. They got $100,000. They're like, yo, we want to buy an RV, but look, we don't mind buying a fixer-upper where we can do a full renovation, put 30, 40 grand in modernizing the interior, because my RV is a 2000 Coachman E450. Leprechaun V10 Triton, and the year 2000, you know, it's 22 years ago, so the furniture's kind of dated, the kitchen's kind of dated. Does it serve its purpose? Does it do a job? Yes. You can eat, cook, clean, and take your shower. Take number one, number two. You got brush your teeth. You got all the abilities to do that inside this RV. TV, you know, I decked it out with 2 flat screens and whatever. Nothing major, but you know, it's a running vehicle. You know, with some minor cosmetic flaws, but it runs. So I'm gonna put that back up on the market, and then smart car. As much as I love it, but I think we have to part ways for now. Maybe in the future I'll grab another one. But I'm going to put this back up on the market too. Put it for sale because I got too many vehicles. I got a couple vehicles already here I was going to say here like I'm in Philly. I'm not in Philly. But in Philly I got some vehicles. And we need something bigger. Like the vehicles I got in Philly, they're classics. I don't drive them on a daily basis. I don't abuse them. So I want to get something comfortable again. So the dogs, you know, me and my little family, me, Omi, Jersey, and Philly, can travel comfortably. And if we want to, like, you know, sorry, just yawn. If we want to, you know, drive, pick up a family member, you know, we have space. You know, we used to have a van. Van was cool, but I'm kind of leaning towards a pickup truck. I would love a pickup truck. I used to have a pickup truck. I would love another one. But the thing is gas. Gas prices are scary, and them driving tours in a V8 is not wise at all. But I'm gonna revamp. I'm gonna do a couple things different on the channel coming up. Like I said, this is gonna be the roundup of our cross-country journey. I'm sorry I didn't do a whole bunch of tours of Paterson, or I didn't hit every single block you wanted me to hit. I'm just, you know, I need a rest. I just need a mental rest, not even physical. Because even when I'm in Philly, I'm still doing stuff. I'm still like the Energizer battery, still trying to get stuff done. But like mentally, I just need to reset my mind for a couple weeks, and then figure out the next move. And yeah, just stay tuned, man. Show some love. Smash that thumbs up button. Surprisingly, we still didn't hit 50,000 subscribers. We're close to it, but we didn't hit it yet. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I have a e-scooter giveaway for the last couple months. I used to announce it on every tour, then I stopped announcing it. But when we reach 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a brand new e-scooter, a GoTrax e-scooter. It's brand new in the box, never used. We got a nice Volkswagen Beetle driving by us, this classic. But nice.